Hey there, Olivia. I just want to let you know that I want a divorce.
Is this some kind of joke? Where is all of this coming from, Raul? Are you serious?
Of course I'm serious. I want to get a divorce. You're probably just getting off of work right now, right? Well, why don't you stop by the courthouse and pick up the divorce papers so that we can bring them home and we can sign them?
Wait, hold on a second. I'm so confused. I mean, can't you even tell me why you want a divorce? I don't understand where all of this is coming from. Can't we at least talk? I mean, we have daughters that are only 5 and 6 years old. If not for our own sakes, shouldn't we at least stay together for the children's sake?
That's the whole reason I want a divorce in the first place.
What do you mean? I still don't understand. Unless, don't tell me that this is because I haven't given you a son yet.
Ding ding ding, you guessed it. And the fact that you guessed it so quickly tells me that you knew this was coming for a while now.
No, that isn't it at all. I was just desperately trying to think of a reason why you would possibly want to divorce me. Please don't do this. You know it's not something I'm doing on purpose, right? I can't control the gender of the babies.
Well, duh, obviously no one can do that. But the fact is that I just don't think your body is wired to give anything but girls. You probably could have a boy, but the chances would be incredibly slim. That's what I've been thinking lately and why I want a divorce.
Raul, this is not how these things work. I thought that we already went over this. I remember sitting you down and explaining that the woman can only ever produce the X chromosome. It is up to whatever the male gives the woman that determines the sex of the baby. This is just common medical knowledge about how pregnancies work.
What are you talking about? I don't believe this anti-male nonsense. You're the one who gets pregnant, so if the baby isn't a boy, then it's your fault.
Anti-male nonsense? It's just science. Why do you have to be like this?
I don't really care what it is. The fact of the matter is that I want a divorce and that is final.
But why? Your reasoning doesn't make any sense.
Because I want a woman who can give me a son. A son who will one day take over the family business and carry on the family name. I knew that I would need to find a woman who could give me a son in order to do that. And that's when I knew what I had to do. I had a third child with another woman, and guess what? It worked! I have a son.
Are you serious? You cheated on me and now you're trying to justify it?
I don't really care what you think I'm trying to do. I don't need your daughters anymore. You can keep them. Just divorce me and let me go. And don't worry, I'm sure I'll probably have to pay plenty of alimony and child support. I don't care, but that should at least keep you quiet, right?
I can't believe this is happening. I don't know what to say.
Well, say something. I don't have all day.
Okay, fine. We can get a divorce, but I'm going to be calling my lawyer and bringing her into this.
Wait, what? I already said that I would pay. Why do you need to bring lawyers into this?
No, you didn't. You said you would probably pay me. But now that I know about your affair, there are legal mechanisms in place that change how the divorce is going to go. For that, I want a lawyer involved to make sure that that happens.
Oh, so now you're trying to make me out to be the bad guy here.
If you don't let me do it this way, then we aren't going to be getting divorced. Do you understand? And I'll be sure to take my half of your stuff as well. You can count on that.
I don't believe this. It's a good thing I'm leaving you now.
You might be leaving, but we'll be the ones getting rid of you.
So that is how you want to do this, huh? Fine, whatever. It is obvious that you're just interested in how much money you can squeeze out of me. I guess you never know who someone truly is until you leave them. Hey, Olivia, it's been a while, hasn't it?
Wait, is this Raul?
That's right. You know I saw you at the hospital today.
Oh, so that was you. I thought I saw someone who looked like you. Anyways, what has it been now, 7 years? Well, what do you want? Do you want to know about how our daughters are doing or something like that?
What are you talking about? Why would I want to hear about them?
You know, the only reason that I haven't blocked your number yet is just in case one of our girls needs to get in contact with you for some reason, or vice versa. So is that it? Do you want to talk to them after all this time?
Of course I don't. I don't care about those little brats, and they should just forget about me.
Well then, what is it? What do you want?
Well, I just couldn't help but notice how round your belly was. I'm guessing that you're pregnant, right?
Wow, some real Sherlock Holmes level of detective skills. How long did it take you to put that one together? But yes, if you must know, I am pregnant. I got remarried about 3 years ago, through someone my lawyer introduced me to.
Oh, well, isn't that sweet? Good for you, Olivia. Your husband must be quite the weirdo if he really wanted to marry you, though.
Excuse me, but I will not have you bad-mouthing my husband. Do you understand me? He loves our daughter so much and is a much better person than you ever were.
Yeah, I'm so sure that he does. But I'm just more impressed that you found some guy actually willing to marry you even though you can only have daughters. I also heard that he's the oldest son of another business family like mine. You must really have a type or something, huh? It's just too bad that this guy is going to be waiting forever for a male heir. But looking at you, you must be something like 8 months along already, am I right? I would bet serious money that you're about to have another little girl. I guess some habits really do die hard for people. All that tells me, though, is that I made the right choice in leaving you when I did.
Well, let me make something perfectly clear to you, okay, Raul? My husband's family does have their own business, but his older sister has already been selected as the person that is going to take over the company.
Wait, are you serious? They're seriously gonna hand off their business to some chick?
She isn't some chick. She is a brilliant entrepreneur with a really keen sense of business.
Yeah, and also some broad.
Well, unlike your antiquated family, my husband's family doesn't have any stupid rules against letting women take over the family business. And just so you know, my husband is going to be starting his own business as well and is focusing on that.
Wow, I totally remember asking for the detailed life story of your husband and his sister. And anyways, it doesn't change the fact that you're still a woman who can't make a son.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about because my oldest son is already about to turn 2 years old.
Wait, what did you just say?
That's right. I got pregnant not long after getting remarried.
Well, I didn't know about any of that.
I know you didn't. I didn't bother trying to tell you.
So then, that means that you actually can have sons?
I can. Now, please only contact me if it is an absolute emergency, okay? Goodbye, Raul.
Olivia, are you there? I have a big problem. I need you to hand over one of our daughters. Either one works.
Raul, what the heck are you talking about now?
Older, younger, I don't care. I just need one of them, okay? I'll go to your place and pick her up tomorrow. Don't bother fighting this. Just pick the one you love the least and just give her to me.
What in the world makes you think that I would ever go through with something like that?
Well, why not? What's the big deal?
What's the big deal? Are you seriously asking that? You said that you had a son with the woman you were cheating on me with, and so you didn't really care about our daughters anymore. And in the past 7 years, not once have you made the effort to visit or even talk to them. And now all of a sudden you think you can just take one of them from me because you say so?
Look, this is really, really important to me, and I need your help to make this work.
Make what work? What are you even saying?
Well, it turns out that my son wasn't actually my son.
You're kidding me.
No, it's true. I took a DNA test, and it turns out that I wasn't his real dad.
Oh, well, isn't that just pathetic? But why should I care?
Well, another thing is that I've actually been sick ever since you and I got divorced. And since then, I haven't been able to get anyone pregnant. I tried talking to my parents about my problem, and they said that the best solution was to get one of my daughters back, marry her off, and find a son-in-law that way.
Wow, that is just really messed up. Like, that is really sick.
What do you mean? What is wrong with it?
I really don't even know what to say. After reading that message, I don't even know if I want to talk to you anymore.
What's the big deal? Why are you freaking out?
You know, I thought about telling you this when I got remarried, but both our daughters actually adore this man, and he adores them. The fact is that I don't think that any of them are going to let you try and dictate how they should live their lives.
Wait, hold on for just a second. That is ridiculous. I'm their father. Of course I should have a say in what they do with their lives. Besides, what is the big deal? You already have 2 other kids. You probably wouldn't even notice if one went missing, right?
Do you expect me to honestly answer that question?
Well, how about you just let me borrow one of our daughters then, okay? Maybe I could even borrow both of them, and then if I can't find a husband for one, I'll have the other.
You are just sick in the head, Raul.
What are you talking about? I think this is a great idea.
You are the kind of person who should never, ever be allowed to have kids.
Well, I do, and they're your daughters too, so remember that.
You're right. They're my daughters, and I am never going to hand either of them over to you in a million years.
Okay, Olivia, I'm ready to play an active part in my family's life again.
What is it this time, Raul?
Well, I've done a lot of thinking, and I believe it's time that me and my daughters reconnected. The best way to do this is if you and I split custody with them. And you don't have to worry about the other woman or her son. I threw them out of the house already, so I have plenty of space. In fact, I think that you and I should remarry.
Have you actually gone insane?
Insane with love for my family. So why don't you bring the two girls and yourself to my place and we can all talk this out? You can tell your husband that he can keep his son, though. I don't need either of them. If you can't accept that, then I'm afraid we can't get remarried again. But think about it and then bring over the girls, okay?
Raul, do you even know where the girls and I are living these days?
Well, I figured you probably moved back in with your parents or something. Ever since I saw you at the hospital, this has been all I can think of. Please, I need you all back in my life.
No, I was just back visiting my parents.
Oh, well, I guess that makes sense.
But you do know that it has already been months since we last saw each other at the hospital, right?
Hasn't it only been like 3 months?
That's right. I've long since returned home and given birth. You didn't really think I was just going to stay in that small little town for the rest of my life, did you?
Well, I just thought you were still living in town.
Well, I don't, so don't go bothering my parents trying to talk about how you want me back. I don't even live there anymore, you got it?
Oh, sure. I got it, all right. Okay, then, would you mind telling me where you live now? I can go and pick the girls up.
What are you talking about?
I talked to my parents, and even they agreed that it would be best if you and I got back together again. It took a lot of convincing them, though.
No! Are you even listening to me? I don't want to even see you ever again.
That's fine. Just tell me where you live, and then stay in the house when I arrive.
I don't want you to even come anywhere near my family.
Okay, I feel like you're really not understanding what I'm trying to say here. I want to see my daughters. If you don't want me to go there, then you and the girls need to come to me. But I'm happy to come to you. I feel like I'm giving you a lot here, so what is the big deal? Why isn't this enough?
It isn't about enough. I just don't want you at all.
What do you mean by that?
I mean that not only do I have our girls, but I have another 2 sons with my husband. How dare you even try to ask me to leave behind this life just to be with you?
Wait, so your last kid was a boy too? Are you kidding me?
Don't change the subject, Raul. I am really not in the mood. I want to make it clear enough that it sticks in that thick head of yours that I will never, ever marry you ever again.
Hey, well, you don't need to be so mean about it, okay?
And just so you know, I don't have any intention of divorcing my husband at all, either. Him and I found each other and built a beautiful family together. So if you really think that you can waltz right in and take what you want, then you have another thing coming.
Okay, hold on. You're not listening to me. I need you and the girls back. I'm desperate here. If you don't come back to me, then my cousin is going to take over the family business.
Well, I think your cousin is a much better pick for that job than you will ever be.
What makes you say that?
In fact, thinking of your family, I don't know anyone who I would want to take over the business more than your cousin. I bet your grandpa probably feels the same way, too.
And just what is that supposed to mean?
I mean that I'm sure you were never even being considered to take over the company, so there's no need to worry about getting me or the girls back.
But I still don't have a male heir. I need a son.
I think the company is going to be in far better hands with your cousin on top.
Well, now you're making it sound like I have no idea how to run a business.
Well, do you?
Well, I mean, I'll learn on the job.
All right then, I think that settles that.
What are you talking about? Nothing is settled. Do you hear me?
Look, if you want to say anything else to me, you can talk to me through my lawyer, okay? I imagine you still have her contact info lying around somewhere. That will be the only route you have to me, since I am going to block you now.
Oh, wait, no, you can't do this to me. They're my daughters, too.
This will be the last message you get from me. Goodbye, Raul. A few days later, I had finished blocking Raul on every social media platform I could think of. After I did that, though, he began incessantly calling my parents. He was trying to threaten them by saying that my new husband wasn't the real father of my sons. Of course, both my daughters already knew that they weren't blood related to my new husband, but my parents called me concerned about what Raul was saying, and I explained to them how he was a liar and how we're all living as one big happy family. That seems to have solved the issue as far as my parents were concerned, but just in case, I went to my lawyer and asked her to issue a warning to Raul to never contact my family again. A bit later, I heard that Raul's cousin did indeed take over the family business. Raul flew into a rage and caused such a scene that he was actually disinherited entirely. Now, he lives in a tiny apartment on the outskirts of town, working multiple part-time jobs and barely eking by in life. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.